Because we're born in this world not knowing much. We're born in this world only thinking about ourselves and only caring about ourselves. But in order to develop past that point, we have to be willing to crush our own thinking. We got to be willing to crush our own ideologies and get in line with the world, not the world as in worldliness, but get in line with what the reality is. Get in line with what the truth is from a broader perspective. But as long as people remain adult babies, where they look at everything as all about them, then they can't receive the truth. They can't receive reality. They can't line it up with reality. They just look at it as their reality. That's your reality. My reality is over here. Your reality is this. My reality is this. We can both be right. Sometimes. Not always. Most of the time. Two people ain't right. One is more true than the other. Check this out. This is how it is, right? Some people may ask, check this out. Some people may ask, when you finding the truth, well, how do you know? How do you know what you know? Right? Some people may ask, okay, I'm on this path, I'm going towards the truth. How do I know what I know? How do I know that's the right step? Well, I tell you, as people, we done forgot more useful things than we learning in the future. We done forgot more things that we needed to know than what we about to learn if we keep on going forward. We done forgot more things that's helping humanity than where we headed in terms of where we gonna be tomorrow if we keep up this rate that we going. Okay, check this out. We may be on the way. Let's say the iPhone 58 can read people's thoughts. You know, they got stuff right now that can transfer consciousness of the brain to another body. They're working on that technology right now. They're working on that technology. But yet, if you put a person in the woods, some of them same people, they don't know how to find food for themselves. They don't know how to grow food. They don't know which mushrooms to eat and which ones are poisonous, which ones is not. They forgot all that stuff. They forgot basic survival skills. But we had technology that can register your mood and figure out what your next thought is. Okay? Because check this out. Sometimes in the path to the truth, okay, it ain't about how much you know, but how much you can apply today. Okay? If you just focused on the stuff you already knew, you'll be a lot better off. You know, people are dying over the fact that they don't know what to do at intersections. They don't know who has the right of way. You know, you pass your driver's ed test, but a lot of y'all can't pass that same test today if you had to take it. I probably couldn't. A lot of people couldn't. But guess what? People die at intersections all the time. People die driving drunk all the time. People die over stuff they know to do and don't do. People die over stuff they supposed to learn but didn't retain. Okay? All the time. If the only truth you had was what you learned in your driver's ed book, you'd be saving lives. You'd be protecting your own. If everybody did that, if that was the only truth that they knew how to apply, they'd still be doing good. Any truth that you know that's reality outside of your own opinion, it ain't about you getting more stuff and learning more stuff to get you to the truth. It's all about applying what you know. And when you apply one step in front of the other, it gets you closer to the truth. And the more you step, the more you understand, the more you proceed. Because check this out. Understanding the truth ain't all about this. That's where a lot of people get mixed up. It's a lot of smart people that don't know the truth. It's a lot of smart people that can't win debates because they're used to concocting things in their head. But figuring out the reality, a lot of times it's all about what you done applied in your life, in your pursuit, and crushing your opinions along the way so you can get to a better place. And here's how perspectives work in this regard, because different perspectives from different places, they do count. They do account for something. And there are people, check this out, there are people where empathy is their gift. Compassion is their gift. And the best thing they can do is listen to other people's perspectives so they can be heard where they are. Remember I told you that everybody need to be loved, everybody need to be heard. That's still very true. Okay, some people, it ain't about you saying it's the truth. Sometimes people just need to be loved where they are, and there's a place for that. There's a place for that. But in regards to learning what the truth is and what ideologies should shape how you move, it shouldn't be about your feelings. It should be about what aligns with reality. And so in regards to different perspectives, different people sometimes have to do different things depending on where they at. If the truth was Mount Everest, the highest point on earth, okay? If the truth was Mount Everest, if you live in China, in order to get to that truth, you gotta walk south. It's still the truth. The objective truth is in the center. But the subjective truth is you think the mountains are where you are, you think that's the highest point. But you gotta have the objectivity, okay? The sensitivity, okay? And the honesty within yourself to crush your own opinion and realize, hey, these mountains around me ain't the tallest ones in the world. So if you live in China, you gotta go south. If you live in Europe, you gotta go east. If you live in Japan, okay? You live in Japan, you gotta go west to get to the Himalayas, okay? To get to Mount Everest. If you live in India, you gotta go north. Different people might have to move in opposite directions to the other people in order to get to the same spot. Because when you're coming from different perspectives, sometimes that's what it takes. But as long as you're on the path and you're willing to do your due diligence and sacrifice along the way and keep the objective truth as the center point, your ideas will strengthen themselves. Your ideas will be ideas that help people. And even if you don't get to the center truth, even if you don't get all the way, you can still help the people that ain't far as you are. So that's my message on today. The power of concepts and ideas. Y'all take care.